What's up, everybody? Oh, yeah, that's right. It is time. Well, we got 7 minutes to go, but I thought I'd hop on just a little bit early to chat with everyone, finish my coffee, get the energy going. How's everyone doing today? Type in hashtag LearnNation if you're just freaking so excited you're about to jump out of your seat. Come on, I want to see some energy in the room. That's what I like. All right, let's see. We got John, Brave, and Dana. By the way, thank you. Juan says, welcome back, Anik. Thank you very much. Before we start, we've got 7 minutes. I'll tell you guys all about my trip to Disney. We got Jeffrey, Ahmed, Kamari, Lisa, Betty, Jana, Bob, Steve, MJ, Gina, Blair, Lori, Robert, Arez, Rizwan, Juan, Lorraine, Cole. Oh, my God. Braven says, I'm jumping out of my seat. Oscar, Amanda, Nenka. I'm so sorry if I said your name wrong. Willie, Calvin, Git, Travis, Andralita, Marianne, Priscilla, Brett, Sue, Donna, Brett. I'm going to take many breaths to catch up here. Look at this. We are just going and going and going. That is awesome. I'm so pumped, guys. Keep piling in. Remember, we are going to, this room is going to get pretty packed. So make sure you're here and you stay here and you save your seat and all that fun stuff. Give me a couple minutes because I do need to change a couple of things and, oops, I made a mistake, but that's okay. All right. There's ways to send out notifications through GoToWebinar, and I forgot to change something on them, and I can't do it anymore. Let's see. Can I? Nah, it's not going to let me change it now. All right. No problemo. Lessons learned. We live and we learn. All right, well, we got 5 minutes. Thank you guys for being here. We got a powerful training coming up today. I'm actually going to show you how I was able to take 6 pages of words, turn them into a full-on $4.6 million business. Then, of course, at the end, we're going to do our awesome giveaway. We've got lots of students showing up. By the way, the number of people here is just climbing and climbing and climbing. So thank you very much for being here, guys. I'm super pumped to do this training today. And we've been, talking a lot about this topic of copywriting. How many of you, type in the number 1 if you're just excited to learn today more about copywriting, master it even more, and get a chance to really see how I turn simple things like a few pages of words into a tremendous amount of income. I'm talking $4.6 million plus, right? All right, lots and lots of ones pouring in. Michael says, more copywriting. Alston says, I so need this. All right, we got Lisa who says, absolutely. Just, by the way, they're pouring in. Glenda says, please. I love it. All right, Sarah says, super excited. All right, now let me ask you guys another question. Type in the number 2 if you truly enjoyed and have been through the copywriting boot camp and appreciated the fact that we were able to offer that kind of free training for you guys where, there was no catch, there was no upsells, there was nothing. It was just a matter of giving you guys tremendous content and value. Love it. Sean says, I loved it so much. Rizwan says, definitely good shit. I appreciate that. Gina says, thank you, Anik. You are most welcome, but it's really the Learn team here that worked so hard to put that all together for us. Sarah says, loved it and just did a testimonial for you. Wow, Sarah, thank you. I appreciate those always. My God, we got a lot of people pouring in here with just tons of comments, which I love seeing. All right. Sue says, wow, he's back. Yeah, heck yeah, I'm back. All right. Awesome. I'm just reading your comments, guys, and I'm laughing. Cool. Now, some of you have been asking about this. We still have a few minutes to go before we get started. Still got lots of people piling in. So let me ask this next question. How many of you are excited to learn about the opportunity today to join the Copywriting Academy, all right, to be a part of Copywriting Academy, where you're going to, today will be the opportunity to do that. I'm giving a massive founding member discount, $300 discount. Do that at the end of the webinar. So type in the number 3 if that is something you're really excited about, are pretty much mentally prepared to even just make it happen. I want to see how many people are really excited about getting involved with that. Wow, we have a lot of people that are saying it. Guys, keep typing in the number 3 if that's something you're excited about. And if you're happy to hear about it, Jana says if it's affordable. All right, Jana, that's very, look, guys, it's going to be to each their own, right, when we get there. I will tell you this, and I'll start by saying this. We are going to have very limited seats for it. So I'm not opening it up to the whole wide world. Not yet. I mean, it might. I don't know. Let me put it this way, okay? I don't know. It just depends on how it goes, how many people join, how they react, and what they do with it, and et cetera, and then how much of our support time and my personal time goes into it, because there's going to be a live Facebook community for it. There's going to be a lot of, webinar work and just additional help. So, yeah, it's just going to be based on that, okay? It's going to be based on that. Juan says, let's hear you pitch, Anik. All right, well, not yet. First, I got to provide you guys a tons of training and value, all right? That's what I'm going to do first. We're going to have lots of content, and only if you guys believe and feel that the content and everything I taught you was so epically amazing. Now, once I get your permission, I'll give you the introduction to what we're doing here. All right, so we've got just a ton of people excited here. We got about another minute to go here, and still lots of people joining us and pouring in, and I still have one more notification to go out yet. I'm just taking a quick sip of my coffee here. So let me ask this question. How many of you right now already have a business up and running? Type in the number 1. And if you don't have one and are looking to get one started, type in the number 2. 1, if you already have a business up and running. Number 2, if you're looking to get one started up and running. All right. It's about 50-50. All right. We have about 35 seconds, but I still see a lot of people piling in, so we're still going to take a couple of minutes to get started. All right. We have a lot of basically 50-50s here. I mean, there's lots of 1s and lots of 2s as well. That's great, guys. It's not a problem, all right, because what I'm about to share with you is truly applicable no matter what. It doesn't matter in what situation you're in. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give everybody a couple more minutes, all right? If you guys will just be courteous to our fellow students. I don't like latecomers, but today's a very powerful webinar, and it's one I don't want anyone to miss, so I will give everybody a couple more minutes to get on, and we have a lot of people joining, and a lot of people I can see because they keep typing in yes in between, all right? So this is awesome. First of all, I do want to welcome you guys here. Thank you for taking the time. For those of you who just joined us, 2 more minutes before we'll officially start. It is the top of the hour. We have hit 3 o'clock, but I will officially start. Some of you have been asking, how was Disney? Guys, it was a blast. We had a ton of fun. Thank you so much for allowing me to not have been here last week. In the future, because there will be another one coming up on my birthday. So one of our webinars will be on June 14th, coming up on my birthday. And it just so ironically happens to be that is most likely the date I will be releasing. Maybe not that day, but there will be basically some amazing Facebook training coming up on that day, okay? So it turns out when I might be releasing another one of our little boot camps that are free, but I'll have to do it virtually, so I'll pre-record the training for you on June 14th, because I will be in Israel touring Israel with my wife. We're doing an awesome trip that both of us have dreamt of doing for a long time. So I won't be at the computer. I'll probably be out walking around somewhere. So how many of you are okay with that? I don't do it often, but every now and then, guys, once a month, once every couple of months, I have to pre-record things because I'm traveling. Type in me if you were okay with that. If you were okay with me pre-recording the training, and you guys were, oh, wow. Oh, man, that's awesome. Thank you, guys. Someone said, live your life, Anik. Awesome. Thank you, Gina. I appreciate that. I wish you guys could see the number of me's pouring in. They're pouring in like crazy. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I walked about 65,000 steps in 3.5 days or something. So that seems to be all I remember from that trip. My legs were just broken the whole time. But I really did have a lot of fun. All right, guys, I'm just doing one more blast here to everybody so that I'm trying my best to make sure nobody misses this. By the way, guys, I need you to type in, let's come up with a fun word here. Type in, I'm in. Type in, I'm in if you are committed to being here every Wednesday. I don't care what happens. Every single Wednesday at 3 p.m., you need to be here. Yes, if you're on vacation or something's going on, then that's fine. Then you need to commit to watching the replay. But every Wednesday, we do some powerful, amazing training. And I just want you to commit to being here for it. Now, like, for example, today I'll actually be sharing with you what I like, quote unquote, an offer, right, at the end of the webinar. But I've been telling you about it for a long time. I've been transparent with you before you even came on the webinar. that we're going to have this happening. But typically on these 3 p.m. webinars, it is nothing but training. It's nothing but amazing, kick butt, awesome training. And I need you to be committed to it, because if you're going to get the most use of everything that we deliver, guys, you have to be here. And I wish you could see all the I'm-ins that are pouring in. All right, because we have new people joining us all the time. So because of that, I consistently continue to tell you every Wednesday, 3 p.m., you must be here. All right, well, without further ado, I want to go ahead and get started. So are you guys ready to get started? Say ready if you're ready to do this. Rock and roll. We're not going to wait any longer for the latecomers. Guys, be here and be here on time. I like to have everyone show up at least 5 minutes early. All right, I want to have everyone show up at least 5 minutes early. All right, we got readies pouring in. People are ready to go, so let's get the show on the road, all right? So here's what you're going to learn in this webinar, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, we're going to go over the 5 questions that are changing lives right now. I've had some major epiphanies over the last few days and few weeks. The more and more I'm teaching this, we're already getting students. You know, people are seeing increases in conversions and more money being made simply from what they're learning in just a copywriting bootcamp. Now, imagine when you get a chance to get inside the academy and really master this stuff, what's going to happen. Now, the second question I'm going to answer today is, how exactly does copy make money? This is a question we're getting, and I'm glad you're asking this. You know, a lot of people would like to, quote unquote, buy into the hype. They like to buy into the business systems, right? Oh, click these buttons and I make money. But today I'm talking to you about a skill, not a system, a skill. So how does that turn into money? And then I'm going to address this big question that we've been getting over the last couple of weeks, which is, what if I stink at writing, or what if I hate it? What if I don't want to be a writer? You guys would be shocked and surprised to hear I've done over $120 million in sales online, and I don't like writing, and I stink at it, and I hate it. But I'm damn good at copywriting. They're two different things. You're going to learn that today, all right? And the recap, we're going to go over the 5 simple steps real quick. If you missed last week's webinar, you got to go through that again, because that's where we get into the details of the 5 simple steps. Today, I'll go through them. I'll recap them, all right? And then the big news, right, that you've all been waiting for. We're going to go through the $4.6 million funnel. I'm going to show you all my pages. I'm going to share with you how the psychology behind them worked. And then also, don't forget, today, this is the first time for you guys. I'm doing a grand opening, and I'm opening it first to our Learn Nation members, Copywriting Academy, okay? And there's a huge, huge, big founding member discount today with it as well. You get first dibs. If we end up selling out all the seats today, I mean, like I told you, I don't have a hard number. I don't know when and if I'll close it. And I'm not even sure if the price, I don't know what I'm going to do, basically. I have to watch this. The more support that our members need, the more of my time it takes, the less seats I'm going to sell. So the point, though, is if you're here right now today, you will have an opportunity. Now, let me type in fair. Type in fair if what I do today is present you with tremendous value. I've been giving you tremendous training. I've given you a full boot camp. But if at the end of this, when you feel that I've given you tremendous value, for those of you who would like the ability to become masters in the trade, I'll present you with an opportunity to invest in the Copywriting Academy. And I'll be very transparent with you about it. I've been that way for weeks now. I've told you this is coming. Wow, look at the fares coming in. All right, guys, thank you. I really appreciate that. All right, so remember, one thing I want to share with you is this skill is something so big that even the biggest people in the world who've made hundreds of millions, you know, Robert Kiyosaki says that what we've taught him, this new approach of interactive marketing and my new copywriting style, has completely evolved his company. They've implemented it into every part of their company. Les Brown says it's changed his life. You know, this guy has been voted multiple times as the #1 speaker in the world. He's sold millions upon millions of dollars from the stage, and actually said that my system has helped him make over $1 million last year. So this is coming from some pretty big people that have been doing this stuff for a long time. So you know what? Let me get right to the naysayers first, and let's jump right into this question. How many of you, type in me if you've ever wondered this question. Type in me if you've ever wondered, Anik, how does copy actually become money? How does copy actually become money? Go ahead, type in me right now. All right. Lots and lots and lots of me's pouring in. Good, I'm glad you guys are being honest with me. Well, let's do this, okay? We're going to go look at a few different styles of making money online. We got what? Affiliate marketing, we've got digital publishing, e-commerce, coaching and consulting. I'm going to look at all of them. So let's dive right into the first style of affiliate marketing that's popular. People talk about creating product review pages. Here's an example of a product review page created by a good friend of mine, Ritabon C. He was actually reviewing Inbox Blueprint, of a program of which many of you are actually members of. And he relies here, after writing this page and putting this up, he relies on getting free traffic from search engine optimization, and he earns big commissions. Believe me, big commissions, like $600-700 commissions for selling Inbox Blueprint. But guess what he has to do on this page? Who can tell me what he has to do on this page in order for this page to have a chance at working? Who can tell me? Come on, type it in right there. Type it in right there. Yeah, that's right. Copy. This is all copy, guys. Every piece of this is copy. Okay, email marketing. Many of you here are email marketers. You send traffic to other people's products or your own, and you start to earn commissions day and night. What do you need to be able to do? What do you have to use to write these emails? Words. Copy. So I just went over 2 different business models that individually you can buy online and learn, and they share one thing, because without this one thing, you can't make even a dime. All right, let's look at blogging. This is our Learn blog. You write reviews, you post good content, you can build a list, you get free traffic. It's awesome, it's epic. Well, if your words suck, nobody's going to come to your site. Nobody's going to react to it. No one's going to respond to it. No one's going to actually build anything or go anywhere from it. All right, let's move into digital publishing. When you're out there publishing your own digital products, you know this is my favorite way of making money on the internet. I don't care any kind of business model you show me. Nothing beats digital publishing. Well, here's a written sales letter. The point of a written sales letter is to sell low-ticket products that start a funnel. This is actually, by the way, this is a $4.6 million funnel that we're going to be dissecting today. This very page. I'm going to dissect this for you guys. I'm super excited about it. But guess what this word has? Guess what this word has? I mean, sorry, I gave it away. Guess what this page has? Yeah, that's right. Words. Words that together sell. All right? Video sales letter. All right? I do a lot of this. This particular video that you're seeing there of me had made me $3.3 million back in 2011. You can even see the copyright. I got picked old ones. I was selling a $37 product on ClickBank, and eventually it would lead them to buying a high-ticket product. And guess what? Damn right. Every word I said was a word, copy. This webinar, I do over $20 million a year thanks to webinars. Guess what webinars are? Just like the one you're looking at right now. It's words. It's words, ladies and gentlemen. This is how words are out there making millions of dollars. Okay, some smartass came to me last week and said, well, e-commerce doesn't need any copy. Really? Look at this. What do you think that is? That's copy. What about the description page where you're actually selling the product? Damn right. That's copy. Do you know you can actually split test these pages and you can actually see a huge impact? You can see a huge impact. All right? Real quick, type in yes if you can actually see my screen. It should say e-commerce at the top. A couple people said they can't see my screen. Just type in yes. Okay, thank you very much. Everyone can see my screen. All right, coaching and consulting. So this is one of our students and one of my clients and friends, Andy Brackpool. This guy is 24 years old. You want to know, guess how much money he's making? How many of you remember last webinar I revealed how much money he makes every single month? How many of you remember that? How much money he makes? Come on, guess it right now. Every single month with this page. This page. Guys, he's making $45,000 to $50,000. That's right. Luis got it right. $45,000 to $50,000 a month, basically from this page. It goes a little bit down further. Okay. So he's getting leads for high ticket sales. He's selling people into $2,500 to $3,000 a month programs. 24 years old. He traveled all of Asia. He's doing this while he's traveling, and now he's about to start traveling all of South America. That's what I call a good life. So, ladies and gentlemen, what did all of them have in common? It did not matter. It did not matter what type of business you're doing. It doesn't matter what type of business model you're thinking of buying. No matter what. Words. You know, back when I was first trying to learn how to write copy on the last webinar, I had talked about this a lot. You know, I was the least likely to become a writer, right? I mean, seriously, I almost failed it in class. I had no respect for it. I didn't care for it. I didn't want to fine-tune or hone my skills. I really just didn't care. So it wasn't until I went to this conference in Delray Beach, Florida, about 14 years ago from this day, that I walked into that room and I spent some time with some of the best copywriters in the world until it clicked in my mind. And here is what I realized. This was what changed my life. I realized writing has a purpose. And writing's purpose is that your words represent you when you're not there. Now, I know that that doesn't sound great, but hold on a minute, okay? Think about this. When you walk into a retail store, you get a salesperson to walk up to you. When you want to buy life insurance, a representative comes into your kitchen and sits with you. When you have questions, you call a phone number, someone walks you through and answers your questions. So you have salespeople all over the place. So if you want to build a multi-million-dollar company, you are going to either have to be your own salesperson going home door to door, or you're going to have to hire salespeople. And now we get into a whole different kind of company building I don't want to do. Versus what you can do is take some words that represent you, put them on the internet, and that's exactly why you can, quote unquote, passively make money. Passively. Because you are always awake. Your words are always awake. Your words are always online. There isn't a single digital marketing millionaire that I know who didn't first have to learn how to write good words. Not a single one, ladies and gentlemen. Not a single one. You know, come back to Andrew Brackpool's story here. He's done over $300,000 while traveling the world. He's in his early 20s. Now, here's the best part. There's 4 types of copywriting, right? There's emails, written sales letters, video sales letters, and webinars. He's damn good at emails, but that's the one he chose to master. He doesn't bother with written sales letters, video sales letters, and webinars, and he's still doing close to $45,000 to $50,000 a month by having 10, 12 clients for all he writes 5 to 6 emails a week. Max. Type in yes right now. Type in yes if that lifestyle alone would be something that you dream of having. Now, oh my God. Look at the yes is pouring in. Now this is whoa, Microsoft Words. All right. Now this is a situation in which he's actually writing for other people because he enjoys writing. You don't have to do that. I'm going to share with you tons of ways to make money where you can just write one page for yourself and then never write again and make tons of money, right? And my favorite part about Andrew Brackpool, again, was his story shares with mine. He got the worst grades in school for writing. He was like failing out of the writing class. Just incredible stuff what this formula can do. So it absolutely, does everyone agree now? Type in agree. Type in agreed. If you agree that writing, that copy, is by far definitely one of the most important skills, no matter what type of business model you're thinking of doing, it doesn't matter. This is the core foundation of being able to succeed. Yes? Wow. Just got agreed, all across the board. Tons of them coming in. All right. Let's move right along to question number 2. This is one of my favorite questions, right? And this is, what if I'm not a writer? What if I hate it? What if I stink at it? Okay. How many of you, be honest with me, type in the number 1 right now, be honest with me if you've had that thought process. If that's been something that's kind of held you back from wanting to learn more about this, or when I said I'm going to start talking about copy, you were thinking, I don't know, maybe I can avoid this part. Maybe I'll just not show up for these workshops, right? Peter C. says, I hate to write. Agnes says, a little bit. Guys, it's totally, Kagan says, that's exactly me. I get it. You know why I understand? Because I am like you. Do you know if you give me a blank piece of paper until this very day and said start writing, I would stare at the paper and at you and not know what the heck to do? It's not about wanting to enjoy writing or anything like that, but it's about implementing a simple formula. Guys, I was the least likely to ever become a writer. I had the slimmest chance. Seriously, I was a straight A student because I would stay up till 2 to 3 in the morning working my butt off. All right? I would stay up till 2 to 3 in the morning working my butt off, and yet still this was the first class, writing was the first class I got a D- in. D-. My teacher's exact words to me were, please don't ever become a writer, you suck. And it is such an irony that today that's the one talent. I've written 3 books. I'm writing my 4th book right now. By the way, I'm authoring a book called The Death of Direct Marketing. Guys, please get pumped about it. It's coming out in July or August. I can't wait. I just finished it. I'm doing another read through of it right now. Look at this. I'm authoring books left and right. I've made over $120 million thanks to the talent of being able to do copy. It's because of the formula. As a matter of fact, you know what I discovered? If you are an English teacher, if you're a novelist, if you're a professional writer, you are at a disadvantage because today, ironically, the common man is better suited than a trained wordsmith. I can take someone who does not enjoy writing, who is scared of writing, and turn them quicker into a successful multi-million-dollar earning copywriter than I can to someone who's been writing for their whole career. So if you are at a place where you've never thought about this, if you are at a place where you've been afraid of it or didn't think you would enjoy it, you're at the perfect time in the perfect place because, ladies and gentlemen, it really just comes down to a formula plus some templates. That's it. That formula right there, we're going to fill it in today. We're going to go through this again. Now, I went through this in great detail last week, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. In the past video, I did this, but at the same time, I'm excited to go through it again, and I do want to go over this. How many of you right now on this webinar that you didn't see the webinar last week, so you didn't see our first workshop? Type in the number 1 if you did not see the first workshop and you're showing up brand new. It's a good thing for me to know. Okay, it's a good amount of people. It's a good amount of people. Guys, I got to get you committed to being here every Wednesday at 3 p.m. I mean it. Every single Wednesday. You can't miss these trainings because these are life-changing moments. These are life-changing trainings, all right? But anyways, if you've just joined us, you're going to get a recap of everything. It's all good. So look at this. Fred Lamb. Not only did he have zero writing experience, he struggled to even write an email, but check this out. English was his second language. He still, till this day, he talks, we make fun of him because he talks in Chinglish, right? And he pluralizes things that shouldn't be plural. Even his emails are grammatically a nightmare. But you know what? He spent 3 days with me, and his emails are still grammatically a nightmare. His English is still horrible, yet look what he did. He got less information that you guys have even been getting in these webinars. And today, in the last 18 months, he's done over $5 million in 18 months. This year, just this year, he's going to do over $7 million. And I'm telling you, if there's one person in my life who's come in and copied my system and copied my copy, like literally, it is him. He has copied it to the T, and it works like a charm for him. It works like a charm. All right? It works. I'm telling you right now, this is something everybody can do. So type in wow if you now are agree with me. I've proven to you that you don't have to be a professional writer. You can put that fear aside. You can do this. Type in wow right now if you believe, yes, you can do this. And you're there. You're with me. You can hear me. You see me. Yes? All right. We got lots of wows pouring in. Awesome, guys. Thank you. All right, wow. We got lots and lots of wows. I love you guys are super active, and thank you for that. It means the world to me. Thank you very much. All right, question number 3. A question that we got a lot over the last week, especially since I released the Copywriting Bootcamp. A lot of people have been wanting to know, how do I quickly master copywriting? Well, that's a superb question. It really is. How many of you, type in me, would love to, in a quick fashion, master, I'm talking about in the span of a few weeks, maybe a couple of months, maybe a month, master what's taken me 15 years of pure hardship and pain and struggle to make happen, to learn. I had to learn this all on my own. Type in me if you'd love to be able to learn everything I learned in that time and all the struggle I put, but without having to do the struggle. Just the me's are pouring in. My God. I absolutely love it. I love your guys' level of excitement. I love the engagement. Thank you very much. You can tell it, right? It pumps my energy levels right through the roof. All right? Juan says, I would even take a year to master this. You won't need to. That's the best part. You don't need to. See, guys, a quick reminder for you. Remember one thing. Everything that has been taught about copywriting is dead because direct marketing is dead. As a matter of fact, the name of my book that I'm writing is The Death of Direct Marketing. It's dead. It's gone. It's out there. So you don't want to go back and review and learn and use the things that were taught in the past. You don't want to do that. It's not good. So why? How do I prove to you that the new formula, that you're in the best place? I'm glad you don't know all that stuff. I'm glad you didn't study it because it would take me longer to teach you because I'd have to first erase your mind and then come in and teach you the new stuff. I don't want to do that. Right? Just look at this. Look at this graph. I'll summarize. This graph's a little complicated to understand, but it was the only graph I could find quickly. What it summarizes to is this, okay? biggest companies across the board, the biggest trend right now is almost most companies are expanding the amount of money that they're spending on digital marketing and drastically decreasing the amount of money that they're spending on the old school form of marketing, trade shows, events, print advertising, direct mail, radio, television. It's dying. It's dying. All right? Does it not work? No, it still works, but it's damn expensive. And it's not the way to go anymore. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I am very proud to have coined this term. Literally, if I died, I want to be known as the guy who invented interactive marketing, because that is where we are. The title of my book is The Death of Direct Marketing and the Birth of Interactive Marketing, the new formula to selling. It's completely changed. The consumer, the mind, the person who's making the decision to make a purchase is a completely different person today than they were past. Believe me when you hear this. Just let me ask you guys this right now. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 20 years ago, okay? No internet, no mobile devices, no access to Google.com. And you get this letter, this postcard or something in the mail, and boy, does it sound good. It's by this guy named Anik Singal. He's telling you how you can build a business. He's going to give you all the resources. And you're looking at it. You read the letter. You get excited and pumped up. What are you going to do? You're going to make a decision whether you buy or not. That's it. You're going to make a decision whether you buy or not. That is it. There is no other decision to be had. But today, a consumer within instants, within seconds, is on Google, is on Facebook, is on Craigslist, is on eBay, is on Amazon. They're researching, they're learning, they're seeing your competition. They want to be educated first. They want you to prove to them that you know what you're talking about. So you have to interact with your consumers. Guys, back then we had cold calling. You know, if you wanted to place 100,000 cold calls, it would cost you $200,000+. You had direct mail. If you wanted to send out 50,000 pieces of direct mail, it would cost you $100,000. God forbid something went wrong, or your copy was bad, or something. You'd lose all that money. Infomercials. It would cost you $100,000 just to film the infomercial, and another $50,000 to buy the airtime. And you'd get airtime at night, 2 in the morning. When's the last time today, guys, seriously, think about it right now. Think to your mind. When's the last time you actually were up at 2 in the morning flipping channels on your TV? Think about it. Sue Dickens says, never. Guys, we don't do that anymore. Why? We got Apple TV. We have that the Google device. We've got Hulu. We've got, I don't know, on demand. We have all this stuff, guys. So these old methods are dying. Then we had face-to-face selling, event selling. Right now we've got emails, which you can send. I send out 700,000 emails every day for basically the same cost as sending out 5 emails. For sending out 21 million emails a month, I'm spending close to probably a couple of $1,000 versus cold calling. 100,000 cold calls would have cost me around $200,000. WSL, that's a written sales letter. I can take an idea, type it out, use amazing tools that are self-administered, and have my sales letter up and running in the course of a day versus direct mail. It would have taken 2 months to get it out the door, and it cost me $100. Video sales letter. YouTube will now host your video for free. And I can make it on demand. So I don't have to wait for someone flipping channels at 2 in the morning. I can have someone from Greece, Australia, New Zealand, UK, everywhere watching it at the same time, and it costs me diddly nothing. Webinars. Check this out. Let me give you guys an example right now. Type in right now where you're calling in from. Type in right now where it is that you guys are sitting right now. Tell me the name of the city, the country, or whatever. Micah from Ohio, Victoria from Dubai, Oscar from Sweden, John from New York, Catalina from Mexico, MJ from Quebec, Montreal, Pablo from Ecuador, Shirley from Belize, Reg from Kenya, Cheryl from Hawaii, Matt from Sydney, Australia, Kumari from India, Viri from DC. We have Rosalind from Vegas, Scott from Ireland, Bernard from Ghana, Aliona from Cyprus, Andralita from Ecuador, Sue from New Zealand. Guys, I can keep going. Japan, Jeffrey's in Japan. London. Look at that. I'm presenting to you guys and we're all over the world versus having to walk into your kitchen. Just imagine, right? This is why I've been able to sell over $120 million on the internet, because it's completely empowering. Right now, Type in wow if you have chills going down the back of your neck because you just had this realization that we are in such a golden age, guys. For us to not build a 7-figure business online, it's no one's fault other than ourselves. We are literally sitting in a time where money can be printed legally. It's ridiculous what we can do. It's ridiculous. And you know what? How many of you right now are ready, excited for me to show you the 5-step copywriting formula that makes all this possible? Type in me if you're excited, if you're ready to do this. I'm going to go through it quickly because on the last webinar, the last video that we had done, I went through it in great detail. All right, we got me's pouring in. I'm probably going to end up crashing this, this webinar platform, but this is it. I know it doesn't sound like rocket science right now, but wait till you see how I position each of these, how they build on top of one another, and how they lead to the eventual. Step 1, introduction. Step 2, story. Step 3, content. Step 4, transition. Step 5, pitch. Now, nobody ever has taught this to you the way I'm about to teach it to you right now. Every single one of these steps has a core purpose. And if all you do in copywriting is learn the core purpose, guys, you're going to literally change your life. That alone will make you millions of dollars. You know, Robert Kiyosaki says the number one skill set an entrepreneur can have is the ability to sell. And let me tell you something. It's hard for people to sell face-to-face or on the phone, but it's super easy when you can use words and hide behind your computer and be asleep when it's selling for you. So the purpose of an introduction is simple. Convince someone to engage with you. You know, imagine this. You're walking down the mall, right? And you have those people that try to stop you. They try to spray the perfume on you. You know, that's them introducing them. They have to do something powerful to get your attention. You know, I'll never forget one that got my attention. I was in the mall walking by, and this guy shouts out at me, and he basically says, "What are you going to do when the dollar crashes? You're not going to be able to afford that fancy watch anymore." Holy moly, he got my attention. I turned around and I laughed and I said, "What are you talking about?" Next thing I knew, I was spending 10 minutes with him talking to him. The guy was trying to sell me stuff. So the purpose of the introduction is to convince someone to engage. The length of your introduction is going to vary based on the price. Look, we're doing a webinar today. My introduction was longer, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Why? Because I had to convince you to probably spend about 90 minutes with me versus if I wanted you to simply watch a quick 20-minute video, I'll do a quicker introduction. But here's the number one purpose of an introduction. It is to tell someone what's in it for them. When I started this webinar, here, watch this. You want to see that I practice what I preach? So watch what I did. When I started this webinar, what's the first thing I told you? I told you all the things I'm going to give you. I told you all the things that you are going to learn if you stay here with me the whole webinar. Ladies and gentlemen, here is my introduction, these 3 slides. It probably took me about 3 to 4 minutes to go through. But I told you precisely what's happening and what's in it for you if you stay with me the entire webinar. The next thing that it says there is creating open loops, right? So creating open loops is really, really important because that's what TV shows do. Your favorite TV show, we call it the cliffhanger, right? How do we get people to stay is we basically create an open loop that they don't want to leave on. So what was an example of an open loop I created? Right here. I said, look, I'm going to show you my 6 pages that convert into a $4.6 million business coming up very soon. And then I went off to teach you other stuff. And you're still sitting here wondering, God, I wonder when he's going to get to that. How many of you just had a smirk come across your face because you're like, crap, he got me? Type in me if you just had a smirk come across your face because he's like, damn, this guy got me. Right? I'm not trying to get you guys. This is actually how you create interesting conversation. Do you know what? That when you study what I teach you in this program, do you know you're going to be a smarter person? Do you know that you are going to be a person that others want to talk to even more than today? You're slowly going to become the most interesting person at the party because this 5-step formula is also going to be used in conversation. It's not just used in selling. It actually makes you into a more interesting person holistically. So check this out. The next step, guys, is story, right? So what's the purpose of story? The purpose of story is for you and I to become the same person. The purpose of story is so that you and I can relate to one another. have connection, have trust. See, if I came into a presentation and told you, like this very presentation, if I started it by saying, hello everybody, this is Anik Singal. I have won 13 Pulitzer Prize awards for amazing writing. I'm an internationally recognized author. I've been published 32 times. I have 600 books, and I have been on the New York Times bestselling list 5 times. Today I'm going to show you how to write. How many of you feel like you'd be able to connect with that? Every single thing that I would teach you after I said that would make you basically say, yeah, dude, you can do it because you're that. I'm not. I can't do this. So the point of a story is to connect someone to you. This is why I teach. Don't be Batman. Nobody can relate to Batman. As a matter of fact, subconsciously, none of us want to be Batman. Batman lives a crappy life. He might be a billionaire. But man, he goes through a lot. Every day he heals during the day from bruises and burns and shots and God knows what. And at night he goes back out and does it again. And nobody knows. Nobody loves him for it. He's alone. He's lonely. But the bigger thing is when you tell people, I'll teach you how to save lives, people turn around and say, well, yeah, you're Batman. You're a billionaire. You have people that build you all these gadgets. You're in perfect shape. I'm not. Guys, what you want to be is Robin. You want to be the daily neighborhood kid, the average guy who gets to drive Batman, who gets to be in his presence. And for you, Batman is the system that you are presenting. You want Batman to be something that they can actually have. And you are the vehicle that gets them to Batman, which is your product. So your story should never be, hi, hello, once upon a time I was born and blah, blah, blah. No, no, no. Your story should be directly related to the system. Think about what I did in the beginning of this webinar. Right? I didn't tell you about how I made my first $100 or $300. No, I came here and I told you my story about how I was least likely to become a writer. Least likely to become a writer. I told you about how I nearly failed it. I told you about how my teacher told me to please never ever be a writer. And it's the truth, but didn't that make you think? Type in yes right now if it made you think, you know what, Anik, if Anik can do it, I can do it. Type in yes right now if that was the thought process you had going on when I was teaching that. Right? Type in yes right now if you felt during that time you thought, man, if I can do it, I sure as heck can do it. That's the point, guys. I was relating with you, right? So also, you build the hardship and pain. I expressed to you how difficult it was for me to learn to write. I expressed to you that it's taken me 15 years to learn this system. No one in their right mind is going to want to go through that, so they're going to prefer and choose the option of working with me. That's how you do a story. Guys, we're only 2 steps in. How many of you right now, type in wow if you've already had a great epiphany. Type in wow if you're already sitting there thinking, my mind is blown. Why doesn't anybody else teach this stuff? Why don't we learn this in school? Why don't we learn this in every internet marketing course that's been put out ever? Yeah, we're getting tons of wows. I see it. Terry, Mauricio, Irene, Kagan, Kathy, Dina, Elias, Glenda, Steve, Lucille, Steve, and Angela. Wow, 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 wow. Tons of wows. All right. Listen, we're going to move right on to step number 3, which is a really key one. See, they're all really important steps, right? Because it's like this. You could have the best story in the world, but if you don't have a good introduction, ain't nobody going to see it. You could have the best pitch in the world, but if you don't have a great step 1, 2, 3, 4, ain't nobody going to see it. All right? So step number 3, ladies and gentlemen, is commonly misunderstood. See, most people thought that the story is where you build credibility. So most people approach a story by saying, I've won so many awards, I'm so awesome, I'm this, I'm that. No, no, no. They think story builds credibility, but actually content builds your value and credibility. People decide to purchase because of content, because of valuable content, not because you're famous and people think that you're smart. I'll give you guys a prime example right now. And this whole webinar, I'll keep picking on you. I'll keep picking on you, okay? Think about this. I asked at the beginning of this webinar, how many of you are interested in purchasing Copywriting Academy at the end of this presentation? And tons of you typed in 3s. Tons and tons of you said you wanted to. Why? Is it not because I spent the last 2 to 3 weeks showing you one thing without a shadow of doubt? Type in agreed. Type in agreed right now. If over the last few weeks I have made you believe without a shadow of doubt that I know this stuff better than everybody else, that I can teach you a skill and I can teach you something that'll make a deep impact in your life. So that is why you want to join Copywriting Academy. That is why you want to make that investment, because you understand that I'm the right person to bring it to you. See, guys, the other thing that you have to do during content is you have to teach content in a linear fashion. You have to teach content in a linear fashion using things like diagrams like this one. See, the human mind works in a very step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 fashion. So every time I do content in my presentations or in my sales, I make sure I keep a very good flow going. See, right now you're looking at this, and I bet you, so many of you, it's itching you. Okay, type in me if it's itching you right now, because you just want me to fill this in. You want to know what the heck this is. If I told you that this diagram alone makes me $20 million a year, how many of you, type in me right now, would be dying to have me fill that in and would sit at the edge of your computer as I filled that in? Some of you are saying, I already know what that is. Of course, if you guys are in Inbox Blueprint or anything related to Learn, you know what that is. But guys, this is how it works, right? The first time you ever saw this, you wanted to know what it was. So do content in the form of diagrams. But remember one core thing about content. This is where you get the sale. This is where you get the sale. Most people think that the pitch is where they get the sale, and it is not. This is where you get the sale. And again, I will prove it to you. You have been on many webinars. You've been on many of my webinars. And many of them, you've known coming in that there's going to be a product sold at the end, right? Most of the ones that we do at the 3 o'clock, like right now, we just do content. We never sell anything. But sometimes when I have a new program coming out, I do tell you months in advance, weeks in advance, hey guys, this day at this time I'll be announcing this program that you can invest in if you want. But you know, for the most part, even when you get on other people's webinars, you know for the most part that that you're going to be basically getting sold at the end, right? John Klassen says, you're using the same slides as last week. John, I'm just doing a recap, my friend. Hold on. Hang tight. We have lots of new slides coming up. So think to yourself this way. If you're still around during the pitch, when it's being pitched, if you're still around, it's because you're already sold. Think. You want the product. There's only one question on your mind, right? What's the question on your mind? There's only one thing left. You're sold. You want that product. You're sold. Yes, so many people are typing in the question. It is how much, man? How much am I going to have to pay? So it's different, right? But this is where you get the sale. So remember, the content is the point where you get the sale. Transition. Pivotal point, because what's happening during the transition is you are moving the conversation from the subconscious mind to the conscious mind. This is a very important part. You're actually changing the person to whom you talk to. You can't mess up here. So you need to address the elephant in the room, which is you've just spent a bunch of time becoming friendly with someone, gaining their trust, and they love you, and now you want to ask them for money? Imagine how uncomfortable it is to ask your best friend for money. So you have to address the elephant in the room, which is, look, why am I asking for money? Why am I asking for money for Copywriting Academy? Because it's 15 years of my hard work and soul, because I have a big team at Learn, because I have coaches I have to pay, because this is my main business. This is what I do as well. And I earned it. 15 years of having mastered the trade, I've earned the ability to charge to have it sold. And you get out of the details, right? So you go to the higher level. Remember one thing, the more details you get into, the more objections you create. And last but not least, guys, step number 5, which is the pitch. Now, I want you to know one thing. For each of these steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have down specific templates. I have specific things that you can follow, specific systems that you can follow for each of these. Right now, we're just going over it at a high level. So the purpose of the 5th step is to confirm the sale. Confirm the sale. This is where you move the conversation from the subconscious to the conscious, right? So the conscious is sitting there with its arms crossed. It's logical. It's skeptical. It wants an overwhelming deal. A conscious mind says, look, man, if you're asking me for a few $100, you better be giving me a few thousand back in return. Looking for this sale. It's pretty simple, straightforward, right? And again, now for the pitch, we have a simple 8-step formula, 8-point pitch formula that you follow. Literally rinse and repeat that formula, and you're off to the races, and you're good to go. Those are the 5 steps. Now, if you had me holding your hand through these 5 steps, giving you templates and doing everything I could, how many of you right now believe that you would be able to make this work, that you would be able to actually master these 5 steps and make millions of dollars from them? Go ahead. Go ahead right now. Yes, type in yes. Type in me. Type in yes. I don't care. Type in anything you can right now. Type in yes. If you agree with me that if you had me hand-holding you through the whole process, through these 5 steps, that you could master and you could actually go out and make millions of dollars from this. It's just have yeses pouring in. I wish you guys could see this. It's amazing. Love it. See, that's exactly what I did with Dan DaSilva. He says he copied my copywriting model and did $1.1 million in 90 days. He says it seriously works. Now, I got to tell you, Dan's 21 years old, guys. His first product launch ever, $1.1 million. He created a digital product. He literally copied my formula to the T. Let me ask you guys right now, type in the number 1 if you could do even 10% of what Dan did and it would change your life. If you could do even $110,000 and it would change your life. I know exactly. Well, he took time to master this skill, ladies and gentlemen. Now, question number 4, this is a very important one, and that is how much is copywriting worth to me? This is where we're going to get into teaching you something really cool and going over that $4.6 million case study that shows you just why copy has become so easy, so simple. How many of you have come into this webinar, or at least at this point when I've proposed this question, are now thinking about this? And you're sitting there wondering, all right, Anik, if I were to invest the next 1 month or 2 months of my life with you to master the art of copywriting, what would it be worth to me? How many of you thought that? Type in me right now if I at least got you thinking about it now. Let me take a quick drink of water. Matt Tompkins says, your copy voodoo is working on me. Well, it would be really sad if the webinar I do to present Copywriting Academy didn't do well, right? Wouldn't that be like a big irony? So guys, my time is worth 6 figures an hour. Now, last week I showed you the specific math that I reached, but guys, listen to this, okay? Listen to this. Sajas writes, guys, listen. Sajas writes, it's midnight in India. Why are you repeating the last webinar? I need you guys to learn to be patient and follow the process. Bob Proctor teaches something. I'm going to take a moment to give you guys a little lecture here. Bob Proctor teaches something. He says that when you ask for a mentor, when you ask for a coach, you cannot tell that person how to mentor and how to coach you. I realize it's midnight, but you know what, Sajas? If you want to do this, follow the system. There have been tons of new slides, and I'm about to share with you all the new information, but I have to rinse and repeat, and I have to go through the past information to refresh it. Repetition is the key, right? Sue just wrote, repetition is the master to learning. I need you guys to be coachable. Now, Sajas wrote, I'm sorry. I'm not yelling at you, Sajas. It's all good. It's all good. I take these opportunities to teach. I think it's brilliant. You guys are here. I've taken ownership over your success. So it's up to me to always coach and teach how much ever I can. All right? So everyone agree? Repetition is good. You need it. That's how you internalize the things, okay? Don't always be chasing for the new things. You need to internalize the existing things. All right, we got lots of agrees. So last week I shared with you how very reasonably, I did the math in front of you. My time in writing words and why words are so important, I was able to turn it into $350,000 an hour. Now here's the best part, guys. Copywriting is so much easier today. It's so much easier. What I thought would make copywriting harder has actually made it easier. Check this out. This is a really funny case study that was done by Microsoft. This is officially reported in the Time magazine in 2015. Microsoft did a statistically valid study. And you know what it found? It found that the average attention span of a human being has now dropped to 8 friggin' seconds. 8 seconds. Guys, just think about that for a moment. 8 seconds. You know why? I wish I didn't have my camera on right now. Actually, I can probably turn my camera on, but let's forget it from. It's because of this thing that goes bing, 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 bing in our hands. Cell phones. We are so connected at all times. Well, goldfishes have an attention span of 9 seconds. So our attention span has actually, our attention span has actually dropped below that of a goldfish. But here's the craziest thing. I thought, when I first heard this, I thought, man, that means it's become so hard to write copy, right? It's become so hard to write copy because you have to now get everything done in 8 seconds. No, I found out later the short attention span actually makes our lives so much easier as marketers, and here's why. Because we can do things in small chunks using something I call the yes funnel. All right? So now what I want to do is share with you this yes funnel. So let me see, pull up my desk scribbled app here. So we'll go over that. So what exactly is a yes funnel? So we're dealing with an issue. There's a couple of things going on today. Okay, today's consumer, first of all, we've got an attention span issue. Okay, so we have this issue of attention span. Second thing is that we have a very informed consumer. Today's consumers are learning and picking up information at a faster pace than ever before because it's accessible to them. They know your competitors. They know about your industry. They're coming in from a different place and different mind. Plus, you have a virtual environment. You're not sitting in front of someone where you can take time to establish that trust. So it's changing the way you sell. Because of the fact that someone can't touch you, can't feel you, they're sitting across the internet, they're less likely to trust you right off the bat, which leads us to our solution that I call the yes funnel. And ladies and gentlemen, it is because of the yes funnel that I was able to take 6 pages of words, and turn that into a $4.6 million business, not even a funnel, a full-blown business. So let me walk through an example that many of you are going to understand. A lot of you have probably, how many of you, type in the number 1 if you've ever been on a webinar with me in the past, maybe a webinar where I sold Inbox Blueprint, right? Type in the number 1 if you've been on the webinar where I market one of our products called Inbox Blueprint. Just type in the number 1. Wow. Okay, basically everybody on here. Okay. So what do you do? So check this out. Okay, ready? So let's say you're sitting on Facebook, or maybe you got an email. Okay. So you see an ad. All right. You click the link. Welcome to your first yes, because you clicked a link. And you chose to go to what we call our reg page. Now, you decide to opt in. You decide to book your spot for our automated webinar. So you said yes the second time. Now, you have been put into our reminder database. So you're in this autoresponder series that's going to continue to remind you that you have a webinar coming up. And every time you open an email, you're saying yes. You are actively warming yourself up to the idea of trusting us and actively warming yourself up to be on our webinar. Now, you are going to probably mark your calendar. All right? You are going to clear your schedule. So again, I won't change colors anymore. Again, you'll have said yes. Then on the day of, you will be, maybe I'll just draw this. You'll be waiting for the link. So again, you've said yes. Then you're going to get an email that says we're live with the link in it. You'll click it. Again, you've said yes. Then you'll join the webinar. And you'll be live with us. You said yes. Then you'll stay on the webinar until the very end. You'll have said yes. And then you'll go to the order page. Just visiting the order page. You'll have said yes. Then you'll buy. And you have said the ultimate yes. Ladies and gentlemen, in the past, here's what would happen. There was a physical letter printed. It reached you. You sat down in a couch, let's see if, or in a chair. You read it. You read the letter. You saw the phone number. You called. And you bought. It's the worst drawings in the world. That's it. Here, we're building up the relationship with you over days. Micro commitments, exactly, Scott. Micro commitments. Okay? Micro commitments. Blair says, this yes process made me get up at 6 in the morning to be on this very webinar. Damn right. Right? Because I didn't need long attention span. I got 8 seconds of your attention here, 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 here, here. Over all of that, I built so much excitement that I convinced you to give me 90 minutes here, and then that's all that mattered. So over time, I got your attention, I informed you, I built the trust so that you're no longer worried about the fact that I'm virtually there and not in front of you there. Guys, type in blown. Type in B-L-O-W-N, blown. If you're sitting there and you're like, holy crap, this stuff is real. Do you see the value now of being able to know how this works? Why, as a marketer, as someone who wants to be an entrepreneur, you need to understand this. I don't care what type of freaking business you're building. You need to understand this if you're going to make it as an entrepreneur, a business person. I don't care if it's online or offline. Type in yes if there is not a shadow of doubt in your mind now that you are understanding the ability to use words is just profoundly important if you're going to make this work. It's just yeses pouring in from all over the place. I love it. So this is a yes funnel. All right. So now let's specifically talk about my $4.6 million case study. How did I do this? Well, a lot of you. So now let's type in this. Okay, type in the word circle if you actually own a copy of The Circle of Profit. If that's a book that a physical copy, okay? I know that we've been giving it away digitally as well, but if you own a physical copy of The Circle of Profit, type in the word circle. I wish I could show you guys right now the number of people typing in circle. We have easily crossed 150, maybe 200. Wow. It's just pouring. Wow, wow, wow. Amazing stuff. All right, well, get this. You guys are going to appreciate the heck out of this, okay? Let me walk you through the yes funnel. So you would have seen this page. First page, free book. Just pay shipping and handling. It's an entire page. This is my 6 pages of text. Actually, let me walk out of here. And let's go to it. So Circle of Profit / free book. All right. Pause this guy here. All right. So here's the 6 pages of text. There's a lot of images in here, so that kind of adds more to it, but it's just basically text. By the way, it follows my 5-step formula. There's an introduction up here. I go right into story. This whole part right here is story. Then what is the Circle of Profit? I go into content. I use a diagram, just like I shared with you. Then I go into transition, and then I go into pitch. So, I mean, it literally, just even in small 6 pages, it follows the process to the T. So this is the page. And I'm basically giving away a book. I'm giving away a free book. You just pay shipping and handling. Okay? This page, these 6 pages of words that were then designed by designers. I didn't do this. I don't know how to do all this fancy design. So I just had people do it for me. Okay? This page went on to create over $4.6 million. And the reason is this. So when you get to this page, you've probably already been through some of the yes funnel. You saw an ad, you saw an email, whatever. You said yes, you got here. The next thing I'm going to do is convince you, very tiny commitment, right? I just want $7 so I can ship the book to you. That's it. You say, all right, yes. So then I say, okay, since you are anyway spending $7.97 for the shipping, how about I add almost $2,000 worth of training to you for an additional $47? That's it. So you sit there and think, that's pretty cool. God, I'm already paying $7.97. Might as well just do this. So guess what, guys? I'll actually share with you what percentage of people take this stuff up. It's pretty nuts. So you say, okay. Next page it says, hey, congratulations. Listen, if you're really interested, I have another program. Like the book is on its way, and that's great, and you can learn a lot. But I got another program for you if you'd like to know more about it. I'm going to tell you about it in this book, in this video. It's really a formula I created to helping you create your first $10,000. All right? You could say no to that. Maybe you say, nah, don't want to spend this much. Thank you, Anik. So I say, okay, hold on a second. Wait. How about if I give you 50% off, but I'm going to have to take out some of the cool bonuses, but that's okay. At least you get the main course. So you say, all right, sure, I'll take it. Or you say no. Then I say, all right, awesome. Congratulations. Here's the book. Can't wait to send it to you. Think you're going to love it. Thank you very much. Go forward to the members area, please. Sure. You see then this video right at the members area where it says, hey, awesome, I'm glad you're here. Listen, welcome to Inbox Blueprint. Welcome to Circle of Profit. I'd love to share with you this really cool workshop we do where I actually build a business live in front of you in 20 minutes or less. How would you like to be on that live webinar? Okay, sure, I want to register for that workshop. And even if you don't, maybe you say no right now and you log into the members area, consistently through the members area and through emails, I'll bring you back to this page. Andrea writes, you're literally explaining how you quote-unquote got me. Good, Andrea. It should prove to you that this works. And I didn't get you. I'm sure you're enjoying and loving every piece of the training. So then I bring you eventually to this page to get you registered for one of our webinars where eventually we show you a really cool software. I always do this. Where we show you a really cool piece of software and just overall training that we're doing that works really well with the program. That's what it is. How many of you right now are sitting there with your jaws on the ground thinking, holy crap, I never thought about how this works? Type in wow if you're sitting there and you've seen all these kinds of pages before. You've seen marketers use them, but you've never thought about what's going on behind the scenes, and you've never actually thought about the fact that you're being interacted with, engaged with, and that you're being brought to where you're supposed to go through micro commitments while being served, while being a happy customer. Check that out. Andrea writes, and I'm still here. That's awesome. Awesome. All right, well, listen, I'm going to go back to whiteboard, and let's show you how this worked out. And you're going to be just absolutely baffled at how the numbers work out, okay? So what happens is the conversion on the sales page. So this was the book offer, okay? The book offer was doing about 7%. It was anywhere from 5% to 7% of the people that came to this website would purchase the book. Then if you remember, I had that $47 bump offer, okay? And this bump offer, we were getting about 15% of the people to take it. Then we had our first upsell, which is $197 in that funnel. And believe it or not, we have 11% of the people take it. And if you say no to it, we have our first downsell, and 5% of the people take it. Sorry, it should be down here. So by the time you're out, do you know what it was? An average customer to us was worth close to 30 bucks. So you came in willing to spend $7.97 on shipping and handling for a book. That's $8, let's just say. And you left, an average customer for us was $30. So 8, 16, 24, it's almost 400% more, simply because we used some words, a combination of words that I never had to repeat, I've never had to do anything with. I don't run that page anymore. It's been 2 years, guys. We've sold, I want to say some 70,000 copies of that book. 70,000 copies of that book have gone around. It's nuts. It's just nuts. Now what would happen is after this, we would know that for all of the people who bought Circle of Profit, essentially 3% of them would then buy Inbox at $14.97 minimum, because they were working their way through our yes funnel. That is exactly how this worked. All right? Type in the number 1 right now if you just had your mind blown. If you guys are so, I love this. Arez says stunned. Bob and Kim say, that's me. They're saying, hey, that was me. You did this to me. Guys, this is exactly how you need to be working. This is why I've dedicated so many weeks to teaching you this. This is why I keep preaching to you over and over. Guys, you must master copywriting. You must learn this stuff. It's that important. It's that important. All right? It's that important. And whoa, I want to end the webinar. So check this out. I've got some other great stories of how words have turned into money for me. You know, I was offered to write a video sales letter for a friend of mine who was launching a product. He was in a bind. His copywriter bailed out. Now, I had told him no. He had offered me my usual quote. Back then, I used to charge $75,000 to $100,000 to write basically a 30-minute video. That 30-minute video is about 5,000 words, roughly. Just, do you guys want to do the math on that? 5,000 words. That's it. And I would charge almost $100,000 for, it's like $20 a word or something. Just 20, like, yes. Sorry, not $20. Is it $20? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's awesome. Maybe $4 or $5. A word, though. Like, when I type is, I make $4 or $5. That was my quota rate. But I decided back then that I was quitting. I didn't want to do any more writing for other people because I found that my time was worth a lot more if I could write for myself. So I told him no, and then he went and found another writer. Well, he needed blah, 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 whatever happened. And I was on my way to Hawaii. I was leaving that day. And I told him, I'm sorry, my friend. Like, I'm going with my wife to Hawaii. Like, I don't have time for this. I'm sure you'll find someone else. And he messages me and says, all right, $150,000. $150,000 that you write this copy for me on that flight. Now, I got to be honest with you. I sat there and thought, oh, baby. That's pretty nuts. All right? That's pretty nuts. So this is how I earned $150,000 on a flight. I wrote a 30-minute video sales letter, and I did exactly, it took me about 5 hours on the flight. Trust me, my wife understood. I just sat there and I wrote. I literally just rinsed and repeated that 5-step formula. There's another case study of a friend of mine, Dory Friend, who created $1 million in sales in 14 days with her first product launch that she ever did. See, she was an expert in her niche. She wanted a big boost in income, but she'd never done a launch before. And she also wanted to like take her brand to the next level. She was 100% new to this whole world of selling with words. She copied my formula. Her first product launch, over $1 million. Over $1 million. So guys, the biggest takeaway from all of this is it comes down to the words. It comes down to the words. You need to use words. If you want to make any kind of money as an entrepreneur, as a business person, the greatest advice my mentor ever gave me is he said, every successful business person must be able to sell through the art of the written word. And it has taken me so long to finally understand what he meant. Every successful business person must be able to sell through the art of the written word. My biggest takeaway. So right now, what I want you guys to do is type in yes. If you agree that words are the foundation of a 7-figure business, no matter what type of business, no matter what type of model you're using, you could do e-commerce, affiliate marketing, email marketing, digital publishing, coaching and consulting, multi-level marketing, network marketing, blogging, AdSense revenue. You've got to have the power of words behind you. I wish you guys could see the number of yeses that are pouring in right now. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, listen, guys, let me ask you this question. A lot of you are probably wondering, how do I get started? If I have your permission, I want you to type in the number 2. If I have your permission, I'd like to present to you the opportunity for you to grab a big discount and become a founding member of what we call our Copywriting Academy, because this is how you get started. I want you to type in the number 2 so I have the permission. If you feel that I've provided you with enough value between the last few weeks, if I have been transparent and told you that this was coming, wow. I don't know if you guys can't see this. There's at least 300 twos, maybe 400 at this point. Thank you, guys. It means the world to me that you're this excited, that you're open to it. I hope that we're able to fit this. I'll tell you right now, there's a good chance we're going to sell all our seats. I'm going to have to talk to the team and open up more for tonight. We have a whole big webinar tonight, too, for students. But listen, here's how I want to help. Here's why I put this together. Here's the whole shebang. The entire system, it's video by video training. I've broken it down into about 8 modules. This shows you exactly the 120 million in sales that I've created over 15 years, exactly how I did it. All right, broke it down into little videos. I shot this right where I'm sitting right now in my home. All right, there's tremendous notes that go with it, tremendous resources. It's done. The entire models that you need to follow for each of the types of copy, emails, written sales letters, videos, sales letters, webinars, they're done. So that part is all done. And you get to master this field of interactive marketing. That's done as well. You get to be the first. And you're going to acquire a very rare talent that's incredibly high in demand. Incredibly high in demand. That is done for you as well. So the question really here is, why did I do this? Why did I start? Why would I give away my top copywriting skills? Guys, I'm talking about $120 million that I've gone on to create. And I'll tell you, there's actually quite the reason for this. First of all, it's the #1 skill needed. You know, I don't care what type of marketing or what type of entrepreneurship you're doing on the internet. You got to be able to use words to sell. So the other reason was the industry is truly hurting. Guys, selfishly speaking, I have been dying for a copywriter. I have been looking. As a matter of fact, one of the first things we're probably going to do with our students who is probably run a camp. We're going to run like an internship campaign. So someone amongst the Copywriting Academy students is going to get a chance to win an internship to move to Maryland and actually sit next to me every day and work with me and learn copywriting. The old methods of copywriting are dead, and quite frankly, they were super hard to learn. So you should rejoice in the fact that they're dead. There's a big demand for this talent. Do you know how many marketers who heard that I'm building this Copywriting Academy have already reached out to me and said, please, 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 please give us your best students. Let us know. We want to hire them. And I'm not talking about a job that makes you $10, $15 an hour, guys. I'm talking about the fact that we at Learn just hired a copywriter who's going to be making 6 figures, maybe even multiple 6 figures by the time he's done with bonuses. I have been able to charge my biggest dollar amount that I turned down was $225,000. I turned it down because I still thought it was more worthwhile for me to write for myself. No one is teaching my new style. Can you type in the #1 right now if you agree that you've never heard this before? Nobody else is teaching. Not one single marketer. I don't care which guru you talk about. I don't care what profound big marketer whose name you bring. They don't know this stuff. They don't know it the way that I've learned it and mastered it. I've spent 2 to 3 years now trying to figure out how to teach it. All right? No one is doing this. Hasif says, no one is as brute honest as you, Anik. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I had to discover the system through pure struggle. And what I'm about to share with you, what's happening here? What I'm about to share with you is this talent can build multiple businesses. Whether it's your own products, whether you're simply writing copy for others, it just doesn't matter. This talent can build multiple businesses. So with that said, guys, here's what you need to start. There's basically 3 things. #1, there's a system that's been developed over 15 years. It's generated over $120 million in sales. Many have copied this system. Live examples, live case studies. I have got it all in one place for you. The second thing you need is a community. Look, you need access to the worldwide experts, the best of the best. There's not that many amazing copywriters that know this system, but the ones that are there, I have found them. I want to bring them into your network. I want you to be capable to masterminding with them. I want you to have access to helping, and I want you to have 24/7 guidance. I want you to be able to literally get all the help you want. That's why we're going to build this amazing Facebook group. Last but not least, #3, certification. I want you to be able to test your skills and find your strengths. I want you to be able to get hired to create instant income if that's what you choose to do. I want you to become a pioneering leader in the world of interactive marketing. Now, just to give you an idea of the actual training, what you're going to go through. #1, modules, direct versus interactive marketing. #2, I go through the copywriting foundation. #3, I go through researching your market. #4, I go through something called action pages, how to build amazing opt-in pages, how to build amazing webinar registration pages. #5, we talk about high converting emails. #6, how to create amazing written sales letters. #7, how to create amazing video sales letters. #8, how to create profound webinars. Do you realize the value of all of this in one place? It actually doesn't exist. There is nowhere you can go, no one place you can go to actually get all of that. So those three things alone, if you just look at the full video-based training, unlimited access, worth at least $2,000, guys. They don't even teach this in colleges. Look at the case studies and live examples alone, $500. Copywriting legend access. That means I'm going out, just about to start now, by going out and getting some of the greatest minds in copywriting to bring them right to your doorstep. So just the training element alone is worth over $2,891, and I'm being incredibly conservative. In my mind, this alone is worth tens of thousands, because it's taken me 15 years to figure it out. All right, the second thing is the community of interactive marketing students and coaches. Not just support, but guys, you get the mentorship, top learn coaches, copywriting community, top copywriting experts all in one place, working with you 24/7, reviewing your copy, answering your questions, and doing everything they can. So that alone, but if you look at the feedback help loop process, if you look at the access, if you look at the ability to network and mastermind, again, I'm being super conservative. I mean, I think it's worth a hell of a lot than $1,891, but whatever, right? It's worth, for me, this would be worth tens of thousands. Number 3 is industry recognized certification. For the first time, you get to be the founding member of interactive marketing. You get instant credibility. You become a worldwide pioneer. Interactive marketing, this is truly the year of the birth. This is the birth of it. You are witnessing history right now. This is when interactive marketing is being born. You get to help others sell their products or sell more of your own. You discover your true strengths through the certification, plus you also discover your weaknesses so you can hone them. But the point here is you get instant credibility worldwide by being Learn Certified in copywriting, Learn Certified in interactive marketing, which will be the company that literally created interactive marketing. So right here, a total value easily of $2,991. You get to test your skills, find your strengths, get hired if that's what you want, become a pioneering leader. Guys, I'm being very conservative when I say at a bare minimum, those three things combined are worth well over $7,773. I'm giving you everything you need to turn words into real multi-seven-figure dollar businesses. And you could start today. So let me ask you now that you've heard all of this, how many of you are excited to take my 2 years of investment into this? You know the Copywriting Academy I've built for you? This is the third time I filmed the course. I threw out the first 2 times because I didn't think it was good enough. Type in yes right now if you are basically ready to get started. You want to be in the Copy Academy. You see the value. You know you want to take that skill to the next level, above and beyond even what the bootcamp can get you. I'm talking about mastery level skill set. Wow. Ronald, Chris, James, Nicolene, Blair, Billy, Eric, Git, Julia, Jim, Debbie, Lori, Christy, David, Roxanne, Travis, Adam, Marcelo, John, Dredri, Nurit, Daniel, Paul, Surya, Hollis, Karen, Joni. Wow, there's lots of people. That's amazing. So we're releasing our founding class, ladies and gentlemen. Very limited seats, initial founding members only. I'm offering a big discount for early action takers, and this is a lifetime membership. Only time you'll see this opportunity is today. I'm giving a massive, massive discount. All right, massive, massive discount. A lot of people are asking or wondering what it's going to be. I will tell you in a few minutes. All right, but first and foremost, I'm not done. I need to tell you guys all the other things that we've added. I've added a tremendous number of bonuses, but I will tell you this. There's a huge discount coming. There's no annual payments. Only our founding members get to be lifetime members, okay? Only our founding members get to be lifetime members. But before I do that, let me quickly take you through the crazy bonuses that we've added. See, I wanted to make sure that we gave you the unfair advantage. I wanted to make sure that whatever I wish I had at my disposal 15 years ago, that you would have at your disposal today. So I'm adding training that solidifies this program as by far the #1 and best copywriting training in the world. I'm going to give you 5 bonuses that no one can even offer you, even if they wanted. Bonus number 1, guys, I'm going to give you, this is worth over $497. I'm going to give you my $15 million action pages. My $15 million action pages. It's the 50-plus blueprint. I'm actually going to give you the exact templates that I've spent millions of dollars in discovering that have that are actually converting over 50% in any niche. I'm also going to give you the registration pages that I'm using to get amazing results with webinars, creating killer registration pages to get high show rates and qualified audiences. I'm also going to give you the templates and example pages that you need, which will mean you have full rights to my best converting pages. If you want to use these for yourself or for your clients, I don't mind. How many of you would love to have the templates? Just type in me if you'd love to have the templates. All right, type in me if you'd love to have the templates right now. All right. All right, number 2 is email mastery, secrets to selling with email. So I'm going to give you all of how I use email to build a relationship with my list. Guys, that's a key. No one talks about this, but if you want to learn to be a powerful copywriter, you need to understand the power behind a relationship. Okay, the power behind relationship. This bonus alone is worth at least $397. The third bonus here is what I call the Webinar Jedi. Look, guys, this number is not even right. $15 million a year is what I use inside of Learn, but I have 3 other companies you don't even know about that collectively do $5 million a year in revenue, again, using webinars. I have the exact simple formula, copy and paste, that I'm going to hand right over to you. This alone is worth $797. Then, my favorite, this is worth $14.97. I haven't finished this yet. We're in the process of doing this, but we've created an entire copywriting hall of fame, building your swipe file. This means I'm actually going to take the industry's best converting written sales letters, video sales letters, webinars, ads, emails, and start dumping them into the Copywriting Academy so that you have access to them. You're going to get a chance to watch me dissect the top converting copy so you learn how to dissect it and then put it right into an area where you have easy access to it. To be very honest with you, this alone, I would be willing to invest $5,000 if all I did is had someone give me the Copywriting Hall of Fame. But it doesn't exist out there because no one's out there doing it. Last but not least, I'm giving you a 1-year free membership to having direct coaching and training with myself every other Tuesday for 12 months. So we already do these Wednesday 3 p.m. webinars, but type in yes right now. Type in yes right now if you'd love to join me again for additional webinars that happen every other Tuesday where all we do is talk about what we talked about today. We talk about interactive marketing. We talk about copywriting. We dissect your pages, your sales pages, our other people's sales pages. We look through all of it. Guys, you also get 24/7 access to our Facebook group and any updates. And trust me on one thing. Guys, one of the reasons I'm giving you a full founding member status discount today is because the program is still not 100% done. Do you know how much more training, how many more courses we have coming out that we're going to be adding? Do you know how much more things are coming that you get for free as we add them? And as a matter of fact, one of the biggest benefits that you get of being a founding member is that you get to participate with us in live calls, in actual focus group calls where we will work with you. We will teach you, and we'll listen to you so you can tell us what you want and what you don't want. So, guys, right now, I'm going to finally open this up. Now, here's what I want you to understand. Going into this, there's a lot of my time coming into this. I want you to know right now, I want you to type in the number 1, okay? Type in the number 1. If you are ready, you just want to know what this is, and you want to know if you're ready to just take action, you're going to do this. You know you want to get in there. Let me tell you, today our thought process in my mind was between the 2 webinars I do today, I was going to do no more than 100 students. But I have 700 people watching right now. And I'm going to have 1,000 plus maybe 1,200 people tonight. So I thought, okay, if I do 100 total throughout the day, because of the fact that I have to be sure I can give my time to people that join through the Facebook group and everywhere, I thought, all right, well, I think it would be fair if I opened up about 50 or 60 of those seats for a smaller group of people today here on this one, so you have a better chance. But I don't know. All I'm here to tell you is you better take action fast if you want to do this. Now, for those of you who decide you don't want to do this, that's okay. Guys, you still have the Copywriting Bootcamp, and I'm still here to keep teaching you kick-ass stuff. But you asked for this type of program. You asked for this course, so I'm bringing it to your doorstep. I am giving everybody right now a $300 instant rebate on this program. I'm knocking $300 off the price specifically because you are a founding member, and what that means also is you get a lifetime membership. You're never billed again for it, and what it also means is that you recognize that for the next few weeks, I'm still adding bonuses in there. I'm still getting your feedback. The program is going to continue to grow for months to come, and you get all of that for free. So right now what we've done is this program was priced at $997. I've taken that down to just one payment of $697 for lifetime access. And all you need to do right this very minute is go to that URL on the screen. Go to www.learncopy.com/go. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that we have enough seats and that we keep it open. So if you're doing this right now, there's no monthly fees, no ongoing fees. I see some people asking right now. There is no ongoing fees at all. There's no ongoing fees. Right now, guys, it's just go to www.learncopy.com/go. I have cut the price by huge. Elaine just said, wow, incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are most welcome. I'm happy to do this for you guys because I truly believe in the power, and I wanted to create something. I wanted to make sure that this was done in such a way that you could afford to get in here and that you could do this. But at the same time, I am teaching a skill that's worth millions of dollars and putting a lot of my personal time on the line here. And so that was another reason why, you know, I didn't want to do it. Honestly, this program eventually over time is going to grow to over $2,000 investment. But right now, that's what we decided to do. So how many of you right now are heading over to learncopy.com/go? Type in the number 2 if you're doing this right now so I know, so I can watch it. And I want to be able to congratulate people and just know. Type in the number 2 if you're on your way over there. Whoa. All right, we got a lot of 2s rolling in there. A lot of 2s. They are actually the GoToWebinar panel is starting to freeze up. So type in the number 2 if you're on your way over there right now. Type in the number 2 if you're on your way over there. Some people are saying they already got in. Sarah Bailey says just got it. Already? All right. Well, listen, I'm not even done yet. I've got another incredible bonus, something that's really powerful, so hang tight. How many of you would love it if I gave you access to a kick-butt tool that actually would write your first version of the copy for you? Type in me if you would love it if I actually gave you a tool that would write the first version of your copy for you. Type in me right now. All right, I'm going to show you really kick-ass software that we invested $50,000 to acquire for you. We actually bought out this software from another company simply to bring it to your doorstep for free. But I do come with, there's a give and take, okay? If you want to get that software, there's a give and take for it. You do need to help me out by making a decision first. All right, so I'll get to that really quickly. But first, I want to share with you this really cool story here. Rita Bansi, who lives in India, called me up just 6 years ago. I don't know how he got a hold of me. He's actually from the same town that I'm in. And this guy basically was super brilliant at everything except he couldn't sell for a life of him, and he couldn't write copy for the life of him. So he asked me if I could help him. I just gave him my system. Guys, his first product launch he ever did, $750,000 in sales. He's done over $5 million in the last 6 years alone, all using this very thing. I just want to summarize for you everything that you're getting. Just look right now, guys. You're getting the full training and the full system, tested, proven, step by step, over 15 years of my experience. Just so you guys know, we already have 21 students who've joined, 21 students, and I can't read your names because Infusionsoft won't let me see them. So I'll rely on you telling me, and I'll congratulate you. So we have 15 years of my experience. You get the full system. You get the full community of interactive marketing specialists, collaboration, networking, mentorship, the #1 community in the industry. The third is you get the industry recognition. First certification for interactive marketing. You get to be an industry leader right from the beginning. Bonus #1, my $15 million action pages. Just so you know, these are coming. They're not in there just yet, but you're a founding member. Remember, that means the big discount is in exchange for the fact that things are coming over the weeks to come. So start doing the training, and everything else is coming. Bonus #2, email mastery. How I'm creating over $2 to $3 million a year in commissions. Bonus #3, webinar jet I have between all my companies. I sell over $20 million worth of products annually. Copywriting Hall of Fame, the industry's top best copywriting that you can literally copy and paste. By the way, 31 students have now joined. Holy moly. We're going to run out of our 50 seats really quickly. Bonus #5, Copy Masters Alliance, personal mentorship and guidance from me. Guys, this isn't just about learning how to use words. This is about learning how to get in people's minds. The other day I was teaching this to someone and they said, wow, you've actually created, this is psychology. And I said, yes, psychology is what this is. Psychology is marketing. If you can learn that marketing is psychology and psychology is marketing and the two are the same, So I'm not just teaching you how to make more money. I'm teaching you how to become a more desirable person. I'm teaching you how to be a person at the party that more people want to talk to. I'm teaching you how to engage with human beings and teaching you how to be more interesting. This is going to make a ripple effect through your entire life, guys, through your entire life. Go to www.learncopy.com/go. Do it right now. 46, my God. I've not even introduced the last bonus yet. We have 46 students that have taken roll, and I don't even have time right now to read everyone's names. We're going to blow way past the 50, aren't we? I bet you by the time I refresh now, we'll already be at 50. That's awesome. Firstly, I know I'm going to blow past the limitations. I didn't have hard limitations. I'll just deal with it. It's fine. We're at 52 now. 52 already. The thing that the guys that I'm going to tell you is I'm just proud of you right now. For all of you that are taking action, that are doing this, I am so proud of you, because you are recognizing a talent you truly need. Listen, guys, with Copywriting Academy, you're getting the full 50 years plus system, exclusive founder member access, industry's #1 community, get 24/7 help and guidance to master interactive marketing. You get certification, which is industry-wide recognized. This is our first class, officially enrolling, officially open. I am, of course, limiting the number of students, and you get the $300 discount right now, right off the price. It's an instant rebate. The $997 price has been slashed. It's $697, and like I told you, you get a lifetime access. You never billed again. Only founding member students are going to get that. In the future, we might very well begin to start billing people in a continuity. You won't. And you're getting that $300 discount because there are still some things in there that I'm going to be adding. There's still some things in there that I'm going to be adding over the course of the next few weeks to come. So just know that. All right? So are you going to become a lifetime founding member? That's what I want to know. Now, here's the deal. You guys know one thing. That is that I believe in decisions. You know that for a fact. Tony Robbins taught me this, and I'm very grateful to him for having taught me this. So far, I've already added over $12,958 of value. But I want you to commit to making a decision in the next 10 minutes because, quite honestly, we're already oversubscribed, and I really should just be shutting this webinar down right now. But I do want to stay on to take some questions. I'll tell you how many students have already taken action right now. I'm just refreshing. 62 students have already taken action. 62 students have already taken action. Whew. And you guys know one thing. You know I believe in decisions. So because of that, I'm going to do something huge for you in return. All I'm going to ask is that you make a decision, yes or no, in the next 10 minutes. I don't care if you decide no. Look, I'm still going to be here next Wednesday. We're going to have an amazing, powerful webinar training. Next Wednesday, we're actually going to start learning about traffic generation. I'm going to start teaching you about how to build more traffic to your website. And there's not going to be anything to buy. Next Wednesday, you're going to be here. We're going to be teaching and learning. But sometimes I do release amazing programs, and I want you to have them. So if you decide no, that's okay. But if you're going to decide no or yes, do it in the next 10 minutes. And here's what I'm going to do for you in return. By the way, someone just said, what's the URL? Guys, go to learncopy.com, LURNCOPY.com/go. Go to learncopy.com/go. All right, go there right now. Here's what I'm throwing in. I acquired a software from a company called Exact Model that actually turns out I was originally a partner in. So I actually helped create this software, so I know it through and through. It's an automated copywriting software. It gives you a kickstart to get words on a page, okay? It's not the final full say. It gets words on a page. Now here's the deal. I'm going to start the 10-minute clock. This software is easily worth over $19.97, and you're going to see that. I'm going to start the 10-minute clock, and I'm going to go in and do the demo. How many of you want to see me do a demo of how quickly we create copy? Type in yes if you want to see me do this entire demo live of how I create copy. You'll see me create copy, literally live right before your eyes, and I'm giving this away to you for free. Lifetime access, unlimited usage of this. If you already have joined, if you're already one of our many students, because we have tons of people that have already joined us. If you're one of our many students who's already joined us, you get access to this for free already. But if you haven't yet taken action, I'll tell you right now, we're at 69 students. Oh my God, blew way past the 50, okay? There's 69 students, but let me do this. First and foremost, I'm going to go here. We have a countdown timer, so we're going to put 10 minutes on it, all right? I'm starting now, guys. So the URL to go to, just so you know, is learn.com/go. Learncopy.com, sorry. Learncopy.com/go. And here we go. Start. And now watch this, okay? So what I've done is this is the Copywriting Academy. I logged into Copywriting Academy. The videos are being wonky. I don't know what's wrong with Vimeo. But you'll see lots more being added here, okay? So what happens is I just want to show you this real quick. If you go to the modules, you'll see our 7 modules. There's 8. We're adding a bunch more. They're coming in tomorrow. But you see the 8 modules right here. You'll see that they're locked, okay? So what you have to do is take all of this training here, and then eventually you go and take this really cool introductory quiz. It's 4 questions. We want to make sure you actually know what the heck you're talking about, and then we'll let you get into the next module. At the end, you're going to take our big certification program, but you also have our Facebook group, and then you have the cool part, this automated technology. Just so you guys know, 9 minutes left now. Go to learncopy.com/go, 9 minutes left. So, by the way, I'm not saying that you won't be able to join after those 9 minutes, okay? I'm not using any kind of scarcity tactic here. I'm using what Tony Robbins taught me. What Tony Robbins taught me is if you can't make a decision within a certain spectrum of time, then you've pretty much made your decision and you shouldn't do it. So I'm just trying to help you out there, okay? If you're not able to decide to do it, to take action within the next 9 minutes, it's probably not for you. All right, so when we log into Exact Model, you literally go to create a project, okay? So it's time for you to start creating some copy. So you go to create a project, and here's the niches that we're in so far. We're adding tons more, and you can also write emails, by the way. You can have emails written for you. So let's just say I go to personal development. So right here you'll see all these sales letters that we've written out for you that we've done, right? So let's say I want to do the, I don't know, dating for women or time management, okay? So I can preview it right here. I can look at what it looks like. But I'll click on select it, and I'll type in a project name. So I'll say Learn Nation Student Demo, and I'll just hit submit. That's it. But check this out. All I have to start doing now is filling in the blanks. Oh, crap. What did I just do? Oh, man. All right. Sorry, guys. That was my fault. I hit the back button. Let's just do this again. Learn Nation Student Demo. I hit that. I hit submit. And so check this out. So it says, so the copy says, hey, dear friend, are you feeling tired of always being behind? So I hit check. Do you struggle? Do you find yourself very stressed? All right, hit check mark. Would you rather, and then I just hit whatever here, I just type in, I literally just click the blanks and I type in. Now imagine what you can do. Guys, you can do this for your clients. You can actually do this for your clients. Type in wow right now if you're already sitting there thinking, holy moly, this is incredible. Type in wow if you're sitting there thinking, holy moly, this is incredible. Go ahead, type in wow. Guys, you have less than 7 minutes now. Learncopy.com/go. Do you realize something? We have 79 students on this webinar today that have taken action. 79 students that took action already. Actually, I just hit refresh. 20 bucks says that's going to cross. Oh, 83. 83 students. 6.5 minutes, guys. Go to learncopy.com/go. All right, so once I'm done with all of this, okay, I'm just going to go here and I hit save. All right? And it's going to basically allow me to save this project right within the platform forever, come back, and download this as a Word document. I'll be able to come back to this project and download this as a Word document. And when I do that, I can then do all the edits that I want to this program. And don't forget that I've got all these different niches. Look at this. I've got emails. If you want to do welcome emails, product launch emails, done for you emails, frustrated emails, demo emails, story emails, scarcity emails, webinar emails, re-engagement emails, free content emails, pre-written for you guys. Just take them, all right, and just fill in the blanks. So if you do this here, let me hit cancel there and just hit preview. Just fill in these blanks and boom, you've got emails that are ready to go. You've got emails that are absolutely ready to go. Guys, right now, type in the number 1 if you're still in the process of joining, because we are getting really down to the wire. I don't know how long I can keep it open. Type in the number 1 if you're still in the process of getting over there and taking action right now, so that I know. If you've already joined, you don't need to type anything yet. I will come around and congratulate you. You have 5 minutes. Type in the number 1 right now if you're in the process of doing this right now. All right, Eliona, Irene, Lorraine, Lori, Rajiv, Andrea, Donald, Elias, Johnny, Nagara, Darlene, Kevin, Ashley, Rodrigo, Claire. Guys, this is amazing. All right, this is absolutely amazing. Janina, so many of you are doing this, but I'm telling you right now, we're at 86 students right now. I'm hitting refresh again. Watch what happens now. I'm at 86 students right now, and I'll tell you right now, 87 now. Every time I hit refresh, we're getting more and more people taking action. Just think for a minute, guys. Just think what you're getting. That alone, that bonus alone, exact model. Now, exact model is not meant for you to make millions of dollars with. It's not some kind of click solution, guys. It's meant to get you a start. Imagine if you went and hired a client, okay, and the client pays you $2,000. And it's one of the clients and one of the niches that Exact Model already offers. You go in there, fill in the blanks, take that Word document, put a little bit more finishing touches, use our checklist, and make sure that you've crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's. Just imagine what you can do, how much you can earn from this amazing tool. That's 100% free for you for life. I spent $50,000 of my money acquiring it simply so that you could have it, bringing up a total value of being a member of Copywriting Academy up to $14,955. If you're not going to do it now, I don't know when you're going to do it, guys. Learncopy.com/go. Let's really quickly check how much time we have left. Remember, this isn't meant to tell you that you can never do this if you miss this time spot, but this is meant to really make you think about the advice, the advice that I received, some really great advice that I received one-on-one with Tony Robbins. When he sat me down and he said, look, kid, success doesn't come from steps. Success doesn't come from little, do this, do that, click here, click that. He said success comes from decisions. 88 people today have already made their decision. You have 2.5 minutes left. Right now, again, can you type in the number 1 if you're still in the process of doing this? Type in the number 1 if you're still in the process of doing this. I want to see you type in the number 1, all right? Type in the number 1 if you're still in the process of doing this. All right? Type in the number 1 right now so that I know, and I'm not going to close the webinar down. All right, Oscar, Jeanette, Andrelita, Ashley, Lori, Claire, Joni, Eliona, Ledana, Didier, Rodrigo, Yassine, Rajiv, Johnny, Deneo, Elias, Billy, Kathy and Kevin. Guys, do it right now. Seriously, go take action. I'm going to pause this at 2 minutes just for a minute because I want to recap with you. Just think for a minute, guys. You're getting the full training, the full system, tested, proven, 15 years, 120 million in sales. You're getting access to a 24/7 community for life. Interactive marketing specialist. You get to be one of the founding people in the world of interactive marketing for life. Number 3, you're getting to become an industry recognized professional in the world of interactive marketing. If you choose to license your work out to other people, if you want to become someone that we actually help get client work, if you want to become someone that we actually help get client work, we'll happily do that. We'll give you the credibility that you need to be able to do that. 89 people, by the way, now have made that decision to join us. Whew. Bonus number 1, I'm giving you my $15 million action pages. That's what I've invested to build these. Guys, webinar registration pages, opt-in pages, most of which convert at over 50% that we've spent millions of dollars testing. Number 2, you get email mastery. I'm going to show you something that no email marketers are out there learning or teaching. That's how do you actually build a relationship with your list? How do you actually build a relationship with your list? Because that's what's going to turn into a lot of money, right? That's what's going to turn into a lot of money. Webinar Jedi, the secrets that I use to selling over $20 million worth of products every year, high-ticket products that I use, webinars, how I get people to show up for them, how I deliver them, how I write them, all of that stuff. The Copywriting Hall of Fame. I'm going to literally go out. We haven't done all of this yet. It's coming soon. You get to actually help us, too, as a member of Copywriting Academy. You'll be able to help us hunt and find the best pieces of copy all over the internet, put them into one place so us as students and all your colleagues and yourself can go in there. Imagine this. You sign a client or you have your own piece of copy that you need to write, and all you need to do is find what it's similar to inside of our Hall of Fame, rewrite it, use that as a model, and boom, you're done. You don't even have to really put your brain or mind behind it. And then you have our Copy Masters Alliance. 1 year of every other Tuesday, I will personally get on with you and train you and work with you. And then, guys, our decision maker bonus number 6, right? Exact model of software that actually writes copy for you. Think about that. Worth over $14,955 total between this whole package right now that you have the ability to claim. And we really do plan. We have to shut this webinar down very, very soon. That there's no ifs and buts about that. We've already had 92 people take action, 92 as of last count. Guys, I'm going to leave it open for a few more minutes. I'm going to do some questions now. So what I'll do is I'm going to put 5 minutes on the clock here, and I'm going to do some questions. I'll leave the URL on the screen for you, learncopy.com/go. All right, I've had some of you asking about a potential payment plan. Guys, I would love to offer it, but here's the deal. And I'm going to be very upfront and honest with you. I like to be transparent. The problem with payment plans is that the people who do payment plans take up as much of my time as the people who do the one pay. And I am limited on how many students I can take into the program right now because I want to be active in the Facebook groups, and I want our students to be very good. All right? I want our students to be very, very, very well taken care of. Okay? So, Ronald, thank you very much. Ronald says I've done a great job. So if at the end of the weekend, I don't think this is going to happen, though. I think we're going to be way over-enrolled based on what I'm seeing. If I have the ability and if I feel that my team can take more students without hurting the ones that have already taken action, I will consider doing a payment plan, but it's not going to be today. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. You need to be able to commit to it. Now, look, if you're in a really tough spot, and you can't do this right now, it's okay. It's okay sometimes to say no. It's okay not to be a part of every opportunity. I mean that. Because, yes, the Copywriting Academy will be around. I'm not saying it's not going to be around forever. It might go up $100 or $200 in what it costs. It may go up $300 in what it costs. So you'll have to spend a little bit more in the future. But I want you to make a good decision for yourself right now. I want you to make a good decision for yourself. And I do hear a lot of people that are asking, please, please, for the payment plan. I will do my best, guys, but you have to understand that we also run a business here that we have limited resources. And I have to make decisions that make sense for that business and for those limited resources, okay? We already have 93 students who have taken part of this. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how blown away I am and how excited I am. Thank you so much for your trust and for your faith. Now, people are asking, hey, do I absolutely have to do this, to make it, to be successful? You don't absolutely have to do this to be successful, guys. I mean, look, I didn't buy a program like Copywriting Academy when I did it. I'm just giving you a shortcut. It makes things easier, right? Plus, you get to learn really cool stuff about marketing that nobody else is teaching out there. Gina, thank you so much. Oh, my God, I completely forgot. Gina was like, hey, what about the Learn Fund? Yes, I need to give away the $500 Learn Fund investment. I actually want to give it away today to 3 people. I'm feeling largely generous, all right? I'm going to give it away today to 3 people. Let me do that right when this clock hits 0, okay? So I'm giving you guys 2 more minutes right now, 2 more minutes. All right, 2 more minutes to make that decision, and then I will give away 3 people the ability to win the $500 Learn Fund investment. I got to tell you, I already know who my first one's going to be. There's someone who I already believe deserves this, that they've earned it. So how many of you right now, can you type in the number 1 if you're still, within this 2 minutes, you're still on your process of getting over to learncopy.com/go and joining Copywriting Academy before this webinar ends, before Tony Robbins' challenge ends? All right, we've got 94 students who've taken part of this, 94 students who have taken part of this. How many of you? Go ahead and type in the number 1. So we still got Slavo, who's in the process of doing it, Reg, Lori, Catherine, Claire, Shirley, Arthur, Catherine, again, Catherine typed in 1 like many times, Rizwan. Rajiv keeps saying 1, but then with a sad face. I don't know what that means, Rajiv. Ricardo, Aliona, Johnny, Daniela. Wow, we have a lot of people. Trish, Dimitri, Ashley. What the heck? There's just more ones pouring in than I know what to do with. So is that everybody that still is in the process of joining this? Why have you guys not taken part of this already? Come on, what's the holdup? Because there's a minute left on the screen there. I want you to make that decision and make that commitment before that minute is up. I'm going to leave the URL up for you guys. I'm not going to take it away from you. All right, 97 students, guys. I guess I just want to see us hit 100. That would be pretty epic. If I could hit 100, that would be pretty epic. I'd be really, 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 really excited by that. I don't know. I also have a little bit of OCD, so seeing even numbers is really nice to say. All right. So thank you very much for all the amazing feedback I'm getting from you guys. Anyone who's not joining, anyone who's not been able to do it, no problem, guys. No problem. All right? No problem. I still love you to death. I'm still here. I'm going to teach you every week. I'm going to work with you all the time. You're going to be an amazing, masterful success. I promise that to you. All right, we have come down to the 0, so we are done at the moment. Let me give that. Let me do the giveaway. Okay, so I'll leave the URL on the screen for you guys. Let me ask this question. Okay, first of all, I already know the first student I'm going to do a giveaway to. She's one of our Learn Master students. She is on every one of my webinars. She's a sweetheart. I absolutely love working with her. And I just want to say thank you to her for always being so positive, for being on all these webinars, and for the energy she brings. Betty, you are winning a $500 investment today. And if I'm not mistaken, you've won a $500 Learn Fund investment in the past. Maybe, I think. I don't know. But Betty, are you still on? Betty. There she is. Oh, she says she's not. So Betty Fellows, everybody, let's say congrats, Betty. Type in congrats, Betty. Spell her name B-E-T-T-Y. Betty, what's going to happen is if you could reach out to our support team, support@learn.com. That's support@learn.com. Plus, someone on this very webinar may just reach out to you. We have our support team here as well. So they may reach out to you to make that happen. Guys, we're at 99. Oh, sorry, 98 people. Come on, 2 more people. Let's get it to 100. My OCD's going to kick in. All right, so everyone's typing in congrats, Betty. You got hundreds of people here that are typing in congrats, Betty. All right, congrats to Betty Fellows, who was our number one, who was our first winner for the day. But I already forgot how to type in your last name, Betty. I'm so sorry. Betty, can you type a message again so I can see your name come up so I can type your name right? Please, please, please. Just type in hi, hello, yes, anything. There you are. Just forgot the plural. All right, number one winner. The first winner today. Now, we have 2 more to go, 2 more to go. So here's the thing. I'm going to ask you this question. What is the main thing you learned today? What is the most impactful thing that you learned today on today's webinar that you think is going to make a deep impact in your life? Type it in right now. What's the most impactful thing that you learned on today's webinar that you think is going to make a deep impact, not just on your business, but in your life in general? I want you to type in an answer to that. That's how, oh, wait, we just hit 100. Woohoo! We're at 100 people that invested into this. This is just nuts. It's crazy. I love you guys. You're awesome. I swear I thought I would probably struggle to fill 50 seats because who knows. But the way you've embraced this topic, I'll tell you right now, the way you have embraced this topic is just amazing. It's amazing. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Let's look at some of these answers. All right. It says, who the hell am I to start a business? That's what Tara said. Okay. Copywriting is king, says Erez. How important that conversation is. Relationship with others and giving value. You don't need to be a wordsmith to write copy, says Paul. All right, I like that lesson. To be able to express myself in words. Experiences, the process that you use. Lori says repetition is the key to I like that, Lori. Thank you. Kathy says the power of micro moment selling. Okay. Kathy, I think you talked about micro commitment selling. Reg says the yes funnel. All right. Sandra says, I just love the whole topic. Awesome, Sandra. Thank you. Clara says, I can learn to write and be successful and rise and rinse and, oh, man, awesome. All right. I have to do a little bit of eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Jay Farnsworth, my mouse landed on you. Congratulations, Jay Farnsworth. Everyone, let's write congratulations to Jay. Jay Farnsworth is going to be our second winner. Jay, make sure you message us at support@learn.com. Let them know you were on this webinar, and maybe Marisha will even reach out to you right now. And just when she does, watch your chat box. She'll reach out to you. All right. Just so you guys know, we are at 100 people that have joined, exactly 100 from this webinar. That is amazing. All right, so everyone's writing. Congrats, Jay. Congrats, Jay, for having won our second $500 Learn Fund investment. All right, now our third one. Man, if you're on this webinar, you know what's really cool? We have about 350 people still left on this webinar. So 3 out of 350 means you have a 1% chance, actually, of winning a $500 thing. That's probably the best lottery odds out there. Now, remember, guys, these $500 investments are not meant to buy you Xbox and PlayStation. They're meant to invest in your business. Go out there and get courses, training, buy traffic, do something good. Make money from it, all right? All right. What is my third and final question? All right. What is my third and final question? Who is your favorite superhero? Who is your favorite superhero? Who's your favorite superhero? All right. I love it. I'm getting some awesome answers. Oscar writes Robin. A lot of you are writing Robin. I didn't mean for that. I didn't mean for you guys to have to write Robin. But I like that. I'm laughing. All right, I'm looking for a very specific answer. I'm looking for the first person that writes the answer that I would give. Who is my... Oh, Chris Buys. And right behind Chris Buys was Terry Allison, the first person to write. Chris, you win. Chris wrote Iron Man. I love Iron Man. I'm a big Iron Man fan. Anyone who knows me, my team, they all know that I'm an addict of Iron Man. So Chris Buys, you are our third lucky winner for the Learn Fund of $500. Congratulations, guys. Today, it's actually we've done the most giveaways today than we ever have. And in that time, you know what? We picked up another 2 students. Isn't that amazing? 102 students. Well, listen, guys, it has been an absolute honor and a pleasure to be here. The URL is in front of you, learncopy.com/go. You still have time. You can still make the investment. I'm not going to stop everybody. But basically, after tonight's webinar, I will reevaluate if we have any more space left in the Copywriting Academy and then determine whether we're going to keep it open or temporarily, close it or charge more for it or whatever moving forward. But if you are here right now, you have the opportunity to make it happen. I have duly noted the request for the payment plan. I see it. I hear you loud and clear. I cannot make any promises, but based on where everything goes over the next few days, I will make a decision with the team if we can offer it. If I can, I will send you an email, and you will be most welcome to partake. All right? Everyone, thank you so much. Remember, when life pushes you, stand straight, smile, and push it the heck back. Have an absolutely amazing morning, night, afternoon, evening. Seriously, go out there and kick butt. I will see you next Wednesday. We have amazing training coming up next Wednesday, so do not miss it. I will see you then, all right? Talk to you then, everybody. Have a good day.